The real benefit of the new SUMIFS, COUNTIFs, the plurals, is that you can add more than one criteria. So for example here, we want to know the number of people selling more than 10 units. So that's similar to what we had here, except we want to know in department A, B, C. So this is where, if I'd ask you manually to do it, you'd say, okay, I'm only looking at A and A, it must be bigger than 10. So that one's not bigger than 10, it's equal to 10. That one's not, so therefore it's 0. So we're counting there. So we're going to pull up the COUNTIFs. Remember, we always suggest do the criteria first. So the first criteria is use that department there. Where must it go look for the department? I'm going to tell it it's over here. I can put my dollar signs on. When I click on criteria range 2, you'll see I get the second criteria. So we know it's more than 10 units. So over here I can come and in inverted commas say bigger than 10, close them, go back to criteria range 2. Where must it look for bigger than 10? In the units sold. Put my dollar signs on. And when I say OK, it then does the multiple tests. So let me just copy that down. So you'll see now I can see that in department B, so it's either that one or that one, there seems to be one person and it's that person there. So by building up your criteria, you can add a number of them, and you'll see there's a whole bunch of them, I think about up to 250 of them, which you can then use to work it out. Same thing with SUMIFS, the plurals. So now we want to know what is the total sales based on this department and more than 10. So you'll see we're now going to use the SUMIFS. So the first thing it asks is the sum range, so we're going to just give that. So that's the one difference from the COUNTIFs. Put our dollar signs on. Criteria range 1, we first go to the criteria. I'm actually going to turn it around this time. So I'm actually going to say bigger than 10 and put it in inverted commas. Where must Excel look for the bigger than 10? It must look there in the units sold. Put my dollar signs on. Criteria range 2, I'm looking for department A. Where must I look for department A? In the department name. Put my dollar signs on. It's always useful. It looks like the sum range is going from row 4 to 12. Criteria range 4 to 12. Criteria range 4 to 12. So it's always useful to make sure that these all match. When I say OK, we get 0. That makes sense. And I copy it down. And I can now see, based on multiple criteria, what each department's doing based on also total unit sales.